Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. Tonight's show, getting your partner on board with new sex adventures, missing out on oral sex, and how to unleash your inner sex goddess. All that and more on today's show. Thanks for listening. Let me tell you a little bit about something that's kind of intense, but amazing. The Intensity. This toy has been a game changer for my life, and so many of you have jumped on the Intensity train, sex-exploring a new you. The Intensity is a product that actually does your Kegel exercises for you, and it's a rabbit vibrator. So it's a twofer, really. It's a genius health invention that they decided, you know what? Women, a lot of us, we suffer from weak pelvic floor. It can happen any time in your life, and over time, it actually atrophies your pelvic floor. And it's really important because it helps women, have stronger pelvic floor. It can also help women with urinary continence. Sometimes you sneeze and you pee. Has that ever happened to you? It's a good time. Also can help you, have more orgasms, desire sex more, strengthen your vaginal muscles. So this is a pleasure with a purpose. It's called the Intensity. So it looks like a rabbit vibrator, and you can use it as a vibe, or you put it inside you, and it stimulates your muscles. It has a gentle electrical stimulation that contracts and stimulates your vaginal muscles. You don't even have to do your Kegels, and it just does it for you. You just sit there. It's like if you go to the gym and someone just does your sit-ups for you. God, I wish that would happen. But this toy is amazing. It's called you find it at pourmoi.com, pourmoi.com. It's the Intensity. If you want to hear more, but you've heard me talking about this for months. And the thing is I've never had anyone react and want to purchase a product like this before. We talked about it on the review podcast, Sex Toy Review, Intense and Unplugged. And you all went a little crazy for it because I think a lot of women and men know what I'm talking about. It makes you tighter, makes you feel good, makes you have strong muscles, and you don't have to do anything but lie there and it feels good. And it's the one thing that I've learned. I do it every day. Never skip it. So check it out, pourmoi.com. Thanks for listening.
Into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend?
Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com, where you can check out all of our podcasts, sign up for our mailing list, our blogs, which rock. My team gives you awesome blogs every day, and I love you all. Thanks for listening to the show. And I'm here with Menace.
Hello.
Hi, Menace.
How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
What is going on with your life?
Oh my God, so many things. It's the holidays.
We haven't talked in a while. Unfortunately, work has been crazy, so I had to cancel.
Busy. You always say that.
Cancel on you.
Yeah, you bailed on the show.
I know.
But then
so
I realized
bad.
it was the best show we ever had.
Oh, great. So I should leave.
No, I'm kidding.
See you later.
I
Bye.
missed you so much.
What the hell is going on with your holidays? Did you go anywhere for Thanksgiving?
No, Thanksgiving I just went. No, it's sad because I used to come to Michigan all the time for years. But now that I was home for my niece's bat mitzvah the weekend before.
Oh, okay.
The Coachella. Her name's Ella, and it was a Coachella. It rocked.
Tell your brother thanks for the invite.
Dude, he would have loved you there.
Yeah.
He would have loved to have you there. But then Thanksgiving I was here and I was with friends, and since Thanksgiving was always my family thing, it was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Just the night of Thanksgiving, I was like, I miss my family. But
Really?
then I went away for a night. Went to Malibu with my guy.
Your lover?
My lover. And we've actually, this is such a, I always say on the show, it's so important for couples just to get away. We went for one night, okay? Granted, you don't have to go to Malibu. You can go to the Hilton in your town. It doesn't matter. But just getting out of your space, turning off your phone, and getting away. It was 2 full days because we drove there, and it was super fun and romantic. It was right on the ocean, and I got to bring a lot of fun toys that we had been wanting to try that we needed to try.
Suitcase?
I literally brought a suitcase. It was so heavy. He lifted it out. He's like, "What the hell are you bringing?" I'm like, "There's a lot of flashlights in there, and bondage ties, and new things."
Crazy.
The quick shot, the new flashlight little. I should give you one of these.
The
Gives you a
flashlight?
hand job. Yeah, you give him a hand job, blow job. It's your handy helper. It's
Okay.
really cool. what else did we try? Some, what did we try that was, oh, the Ooh by Jeju. You know how I love Jeju, obviously. They made a new product line that's just like the Mimi, but it's like 3 different products that are use the same vibrating function. I don't know. It was like, I felt kind of, he's like, really? Like, we're going to have sex? So, like, I think it kind of stressed him. Because when someone just pack up, he's bring some toys. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know which ones. I'm a little behind.
Just bring everything.
But
You
we
don't know.
had a blast. And I'm just saying that for couples who are like, oh, we can't get away, it totally, like, bonded us. And it was a really, we've never, ever actually gone away together. So it was fun. It was good.
That's
Had a good
great.
time. Yeah, Malibu was beautiful. I hear the ocean waves, like, crashing. And, yeah, so we had sex. We ate a lot. We had fun.
That's
What'd you
fun.
do? It was really fun.
Yeah, I went.
I just got to get the hell out of town. I'm not good at that.
My girlfriend and I, we went to our old stomping grounds of San Francisco, and it's just crazy there. It's super
It's so different.
super
it's like
packed.
A ton, right.
Yeah, and then the women that I talk to that are friends of mine there say that it's all awkward tech guys, you know.
Even more so? It was
Yeah.
always like that, though.
But I'm like, dude, you need to make the effort because, look, I'm sure they're quality guys. These are guys with jobs, you know.
Right. They could actually,
They could,
take you out and do
take
things.
care of you and things like that. Just be aggressive. You can totally own all these dudes, you
Yeah,
know?
it's
Like,
true. Make the
don't
move.
let them make the move because that's never
But they will
gonna
never happen. Well, it's
Yeah.
never happened. You know, we've always talked about that in San Francisco, that women always complain that men never ask them out. And it's true. Like, men very rarely
Yeah.
come up to you and approach you and start talking to you like they do in every other city. Like, LA
Yeah.
guys will just, like literally at the traffic light, they're like, roll down your window. And they're like,
Never
hey,
find
what's
you.
your
But
name?
they're still not quality dudes.
They're not quality
Like-
dudes, but
Yeah.
in San Francisco, these guys have jobs, they're
Yeah.
techie, and all of it is like that hump. Like, just get over that. Like, you start talking to them. Like, I know that women are so like, I want a guy to approach me, but
Yeah.
it's not because they don't
not
want
gonna
to.
happen there.
And you know, you were a shy guy.
I was totally shy.
You still like, I mean, your girlfriend currently, she like, you guys knew each other, but it wasn't like you asked her out. Now you're together, like,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it just sort of happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a different world, and there's like traffic there now, and
Yeah.
can't
it's
live there.
Crazy. But there's a
glad we
lot of
live
Sex with Emily listeners still there.
Did you see them?
Yeah.
Were they like, hey, yo, what up, Menace?
Hey, what's up? You know, it's so weird because, you know, I do 2 radio shows. I do the morning radio show, the Woody Show in Los Angeles, and then this show. And so I never know what show that they're listening to when they say, hey,
what do you
I
say?
love listening to the show. I'm like, okay.
Do you ask them?
And yeah, of course. I find out
Is
eventually.
it usually Sex with Emily?
Oh, always. I'm just
Good
kidding.
answer.
No, it's a mix between both. It's great because they listen to both shows, and it's fun, you know. And
It's fun. I miss it.
It's
It's
so
like-
weird to meet people in just the most awkward places that I listen to the podcast or I listen to the radio show. I'm like, I don't even know if anyone ever listens.
Well,
you know?
dude, see, this is how I feel. And if you ever see us, because we were just eating downstairs, and someone texted you or tweeted you and said,
Yeah.
Menace, I think that was you sitting having lunch. And it's like, people, come say hi. It's not like, I love when people come up to me and they're like, hey, listen to your show. It's not like it happens. I mean, I'm sitting in this box all the time, and it is I'm always surprised when people listen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you. How'd you hear? I give them a hug. I'm like, you know, I'm grateful. We would not be here if not for our listeners.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you.
great.
I know. It makes me feel really good and warm. What are you doing for the holidays?
The holidays, I'm going to go back to San Francisco for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to New Orleans. Check
Orleans
that
will be
out
a
for a
party.
few days.
Have you ever been? It's a good
Yeah,
time.
I've been. I love it. I went there for the Voodoo Music Festival a couple years back, and absolutely love that town. Going to go check out the French Quarter again and just turn up for a couple days.
Right.
And then I'm going to get on a boat again, and I'm going to go to, like, Mexico.
I love that
and
you're doing this now,
Honduras
traveling, seeing the
and-
world with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys are really happy and healthy and together, because so many couples are breaking up right now. And
It's
I don't know if it's the
insane.
holidays. I don't know. They're getting caught cheating.
Yeah. No, it's 90% cheating
It
with
is
the
cheating.
people that I've been hearing about that are breaking up. And this is so crazy.
Right.
And you know why?
Why?
Because men, if you're cheating, you're effing stupid. You will always get caught because we're not that bright on covering it
No,
up.
they're not that bright at
Women
all.
are amazing. Even though if they hate each other, they'll stick together. They can cover their tracks. They'll never
true.
admit to anything. But guys, you're effing stupid.
Yep.
And you'll get caught.
Delete your
eventually.
shit, like clean stuff. No, it's true. But the thing is, do you
A very
think
small
it's...
percentage out there that think they can get away with it, and maybe they can, but 90% of the time, you're going to get caught.
They
It's gonna
always
blow
say
up in
that
your
like
face.
50% of men cheat and like fewer percent, like 42% in relationships. And the number's always really high. And it hasn't changed. Even in the last 10 years we've been doing the show, we always hear these stats. But what I'm wondering, is it because that we're hearing so much more about it, it's easier to get caught? Because right now, you leave your digital footprints everywhere. So
Yeah.
your partner like logs onto your Facebook. They have the password for your phone. I mean, this is where it's all happening on your phone, on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Like, why'd you like this photo?
Yeah.
You know, all this stuff. So I think that people are just, or I guess if you hire a hot nanny and you're sleeping with her, like all these celebrities like
But-
Gavin Rossdale and Ben Affleck, slept with their nannies.
Allegedly on that one.
Dude.
I'm just saying.
There was a picture of
Allegedly.
Gavin Rossdale with his hand on her ass.
Well, that one is not allegedly. That supposedly
Right.
they've confirmed.
You think the
that.
Ben Affleck one is allegedly?
That one's allegedly, yeah.
Okay.
They never.
So who are
confirmed
you
that.
thinking about recently that just got caught cheating?
Well, I know some people personally that just got caught cheating.
Me too. This is
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying.
insane. But no, there's another thing where guys are getting caught like crazy because everyone is setting up their stupid iCloud and connecting all their devices.
This is exactly
and
my
that's
friend's
how.
son got.
Oh,
arrested.
really?
Yeah.
So that's how Gavin Rossdale got caught because he had his iPad and all that stuff connected. So like all the messages are going to your phone.
Fucking Apple.
They're going to your iPad or like
My
your
friend's
tablet. all
kid
that
got it.
Crap.
Cheating message. Yeah. It's
This-
not good.
This
on the
guy I
call.
know, same thing. He left some girl at his house, and he was going to work. Messages to his phone is going to his tablet. You know what I'm saying? Like the cloud is
But the
bad,
cl-
people.
The cloud though is so confusing to me as well. Like I don't share it. I don't have a
It
family.
connects-
But I don't know if people in my office get my text. I don't know. But it is very
Yeah.
scary. This happens all the time. But also, I don't know though if they think that people are cheating more or there's just more ways to get caught. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like I've always heard about people cheating, but I just think that
I
again,
think there's more ways to get caught. I think the cheating is no, maybe the cheating has been enhanced a little bit due to social media. There's more, the grass is always greener. You see more options.
Right,
You know,
you
think
connect
back
with
in the
your
day
ex.
before you had social media and all this stuff and online. And when you went to work and you went home, like how many other people do you see? Like when you sit on your couch, you see thousands of more
That's
people.
so true.
Thousands of hot chicks, hot guys online,
And your exes.
and then you can just message them at any time.
exactly. That's what's happening. And you're like on Facebook, you're like, oh, my ex or this person is attractive. I'll just start talking to him. So yeah, I think that, and then so there is, in a way, I have to think that people are cheating more, and there's more ways to get caught. So it's bad all around, I think. And if you're in a relationship right now, and if you're listening to this, and you're sitting there and you're about to like someone or send a photo or send a message,
Yeah.
like take a look at your relationship and see the reason why you're doing that and why you have that impulse, and take a look inward. And I would just try to see what you can do to strengthen your relationship today, rather than seeking outward for some affirmation and validation that actually really won't make you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a quick fix for some deeper loneliness and sadness that you need to work on with
Some-
yourself and your partner.
Some guy I know that just got cheated recently. He's not my friend. I just know the other side. He got busted out by his kids. His kids saw his phone. They're like, "Wow, he's texting a lot lately for an old guy." And
Right.
then they saw his phone and then ratted him out to the mom, and then that blew away. He got kicked out of the house. And then the other guy, I don't know how he got caught. But he got busted too.
It's usually the phone. Well, it usually is through the friggin' phone. And people, like, if you're married, you're like, yeah, give me your password. Like, people, I think if
Yeah.
you're married, does your girlfriend have a password to your phone?
I don't have the password to hers either. Sorry. I've been up since like 3 a.m.
So
no,
yeah.
we don't. It's just like we both have the attitude like, dude, if somebody is gonna cheat on you, they're gonna cheat on you, and there's nothing that you can do to prevent it. All you can do is find out about it.
Right.
And then, and we also have the things like, hey, you don't want to be with me anymore. Then,
Well, this is the thing.
then let's
If you
just
don't
end it.
want to
Who
be with your
cares?
partner,
Just
then
go on,
break
you
up with
know?
them first, and then
Yeah.
go have a dalliance. But I think then some people get really excited by the idea of cheating.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the thrill of it. But again, all these thrills are just like cheap thrills that will fill you up temporarily. But let's that will bring us to our sex in the news.
All right.
Which is actually quite a cheating extravaganza. To the
Really?
woman dating my husband, a wife calls out a mistress on Syracuse Craigslist. A Central New York woman is calling out her cheating husband in a post on Craigslist Syracuse website, and the scornful letter is starting to go viral on Facebook. To the woman dating my husband, doesn't identify the author, who says she lives south of Cuse. Her spouse or the woman he's having an affair with. However, she does reveal she discovered he was cheating with multiple profiles on online dating sites after a little bit of detective work. And women are natural-born detectives, including Google search history and finding a receipt for unusual purchases from a top store in Cicero. whoever in Syracuse. The Post then invites readers to do their own detective work to see if they can identify her soon-to-be ex-husband, who's 56 and works as a contractor type, and his mistress, also known as the proud new doormat for a middle-aged man.
See, all right.
This is the message, yeah.
This is what I don't like, is like guys and girls that get upset at the other girl or the other guy. Like, I don't give an F if some guy is like hooking up with my girlfriend. I'm not gonna go be mad at the guy. Like, that guy has nothing to do with me.
That's the reaction.
That's so
the knee jerk.
Stupid. I absolutely hate that.
I know.
And you're an effing moron. You should be upset with your husband. And who cares about this other chick?
Listen to this, people. But this is what happened to my friend today. Okay, so the following may be you, or maybe multiples of you. This is what she posted. I do not know how many of you there are, so read to the end. You'll figure out if this is the guy you're dating. Perhaps one of your friends will see this and figure it out for you. You left your mascara in my husband's old vehicle. He bought a newer one in late September. It was a shimmery brown CoverGirl. I think you left some clothes here too. I threw them away. You also left a bra, your size 36B. I'm a 34C. The bra stank with BO. Of course, it may be that it belongs to someone else. After all, his dating profiles, ourtime.com and match.com, show that he was horn dogging over a 120-mile radius.
Like, oh, look, I'm so much better than you, blah, blah. Do you know what? She was still hooking up with your husband, so what does that say about you?
Yeah,
You're just
true.
making yourself look stupid.
Well, it says,
So
okay,
dumb.
the letter was posted Saturday.
Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it is. No, what I'm saying is it's kind of like
I'm trying to keep myself awake
they
right now.
they feel so violated, and they feel so attacked. I mean, they feel that their first reaction is just to attack and to reach out.
You attack your husband. Who gives an F about some skank?
I know, but this is what people do right away. Like when you should wait 10 minutes
So
before sending a
dumb.
text. Yeah, when you're angry is not the time to do these kind of things. You will regret it.
I'm angry.
And it keeps
this
going.
poster.
Wait. What is this part? He'll use you up. The original post reveals a couple is getting divorced, and the author says she's taking half the money from everything he owned over 15 years.
Basically, she says now. Oh, sorry. Hi, Madison.
Hi, Madison.
Basically, she says that now she's going to divorce him. I don't think they were on the divorce track before. It's kind of like now that I know, because she found his dating profiles, and she found this girl's mascara that she left in the car, and she found her bra, and she.
But the next post says he'll use you up. He's a selfish lover. He's a spendaholic, and it's likely he'll revert to booze. His financial decisions will drive you into bankruptcy. He's done it twice. His family will hate you. They're weird. You'll see. He has a tendency to do incredibly stupid stuff. If you're a real, actually nice person that has been duped, just know that he's gotten very good at lying. He's a lot of fun. He's a great cook and a great talker. He's just trying to get laid, or worse, he's courting you as the next missus, knowing that my divorce will leave him very, very financially screwed.
Yeah, but I don't think that she was planning to divorce him before. I think now she's saying, like, we're getting a divorce, and he's not going to have any money. So he's probably courting you because he knows that, like, if he wants to divorce me, he's not going to get anything.
That's great, but like, if you really want to get back at this chick,
I know. She
then
needs
don't tell
therapy.
him all this. Don't tell her all this stuff. Let her find out for herself.
Yeah,
and
but
ruin her
it's
own
so
life.
much sweeter to
Is
have like
it?
the quick.
You just look like a crazy biatch
Dude,
online.
no,
That's what I'm
just
gonna
saying
see.
that in her mind, she's gonna wait for this woman to suffer.
What are you
10 years.
watching that? I mean, when you're reading that online, are you thinking, "Oh yeah, you
No,
go,
dude,
girl"?
no, I'm on
that's-
your
You're
page.
thinking like,
I'm not
thing,
thinking that at all.
Is that everyone else was like, yeah, you go, girl, because everyone loves that idea of sweet revenge. But let me tell you, it does not last.
It doesn't
It might
last.
feel good at first to put somebody on blast, but long term, it does come back to you. And I think at the end, she kind of pulls back and is like, you know what? Like, maybe you're a good person. Maybe you got duped. And that's more respectable than being like, you smell, you have BO, I found your bra and your cheap mascara in the car, because that
You
just
got
comes off
small
as petty.
titties.
Yeah.
That's petty. That happens right away. So, right, my boobs are bigger. And then there was the one in England that said a jilted lover bought a billboard sign that said, "To my cheating husband, Paul, you deserve each other. When you get home, I won't be here. Enjoy your drive to work, Lisa." A big
right.
billboard.
I love
Sweet.
that.
Crazy.
There was
Most expensive.
something over the weekend that was traveling all over Facebook. I think they sounded like they were Australian. I couldn't figure it out. But this guy made this whole 15-minute video. He was building it up as if he was going to propose to the chick, but he's like, I actually knew that she was cheating on me for like a month. Right? And he goes, yeah, you know, I found out through Facebook, and she was sending all these messages and like naked photos and all this stuff to this guy. And then so the whole video is like this whole buildup of like candles everywhere and, you know, all these like gifts and like rose petals on.
And he like sent it to her?
No, she like sitting down and he's like, oh yeah, I want you to read this. I don't want you to read that. And then he goes, oh yeah, here, read this final poem. And then she reads the final poem and it rhymes. And then at the end of the rhyme, it goes, who the F is such and such.
Man, people are so elaborate. I couldn't do this.
He goes, all right, well, I'll see you later. And then he just left.
Oh,
you
my
know?
God.
It was hilarious.
That is
See,
funny.
like, I don't know. I think that one was kind of cool.
Oh, dude,
because,
why can't a guy do it? That's not cool.
Huh?
He sat there creatively, like, crafted something.
Yeah, but, like, he just, like, ended it right there, you know? He didn't, like, talk. He didn't, like, attack
how did it get out there and go viral?
The other guy because he put it on YouTube.
Dude, that's the same thing.
No, it's not, because he wasn't attacking the other person. He was just saying, like, how crappy the person that he was dating.
The whole thing's
this
bad.
one. This is the thing. My whole point was you attacking the person that's like cheating with your significant other. That is so stupid.
Yeah.
That guy wasn't doing that. He was just attacking
people
the
do all
cheater.
these kind of things when they, you know, they're like, how can I like show him that I know? Like, how can I like create this whole plan to either confront his soon to be ex or for, you know, the whole thing's just. Keep it in with it between the two of you, and then both of you have to go to therapy. That's what I think. But that's not air our dirty laundry. Okay, we can get into some emails.
All right.
So enough of that cheat. But okay, forget it. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Just I hope everyone learned here that you should just work it out in your relationship or leave. Go to therapy. Every couple needs therapy after a while. They really do.
Are you serious?
Everyone, you do.
I was
you
so
do.
like
You need it on your own too.
Therapy?
Everyone does. Yeah.
You don't know anything about my relationship. How do you think that
That's
I
why.
need therapy? No, you need therapy. You're the one.
Dude, I've been
You
in
can't
therapy my whole
commit.
life. I've committed.
Yeah, how
I'm
long?
totally committed.
All right, what are we on? Day what?
It's not days.
I'm just saying.
I've committed. You've met my committed peoples.
Yeah. A couple months, it's all good.
Yeah, a few months, things are great.
You got to move in with
90
somebody.
days.
It's so much fun cohabitating.
You love it?
I love cohabitating.
Okay,
It's
well,
fun.
let me ask you a question though, Menace.
All right.
Are you getting enough?
Always.
I bet you'd love more though, right?
Who doesn't?
AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts.
They're always hooking it up with gifts,
I know,
aren't
dude.
they?
Yeah, they're 10 free gifts. You'll get a sexy surprise for your girlfriend, Menace, plus a specially selected toy for you.
Ooh.
Probably a prostate, like a butt plug for you.
Something
a little
I can
something
get
we know
pegged
that
with.
you'll both enjoy, and you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD, because I know you love those DVDs. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. What do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not that hard. Go to adamandeve.com, select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, Menace loves lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code Emily at checkout, and you'll get 10 free gifts. Go to adamandeve.com, select one item, and you get 10 free friggin' gifts. Do that now. Enter offer code Emily at checkout, adamandeve.com.
Now, Adam and Eve's been around for quite a while, you know. They don't stick around for quite a while because they're terrible at what they do, you know. So, check
They've been
it
around
out.
forevers. Yeah, check it out. They've got everything. And actually, if you want some last-minute gifts right now, I think they have, like, shipping, and they'll get it to you, like, tomorrow. You know, gift shopping, the whole thing. Everyone's all freaked out about gifts. I'm so glad I'm Jewish.
Don't you still have to do gifts?
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
small gifts, right?
Well, kind of.
How does it work? Break it down for us.
In the Jewish people, the Jewish religion, we just no. You know, the thing is, we have Hanukkah, and the thing about Hanukkah is that it's really for, at least in my family, it's for children. Like, you light the menorah every night, and then your family, then you get one gift. Everyone's like, oh my God, you get 8 gifts. Is it 8 nights, Alyssa, of Hanukkah? 7?
8 crazy nights.
Or
Right?
isn't it 7 and then the 8?
7?
8 nights, something like that. I should know. But and then every night when you're a kid, you get like a gift. But like, some people get like big gifts, you know. And my parents were like, socks, like day 2, which is fine. I'm not complaining. But really, it's a holiday for children and their families. But it's not like.
Week.
But I'm not saying
I want
that
gifts.
I'm not saying no, I know. But I'm saying right now, whether you're Jewish, whatever religion you are, yes, if you're with somebody, you know, I would get them a present, and maybe they'd get me a present. Typically, I'm trying to think what I'm doing this year. I haven't really thought about it yet. But I don't care. I'm not the gift oriented. But that's how it works. And I don't think that adults, let's say 2 Jewish people who are dating right now, I don't know that they give each other 8 gifts. Adults do that. But if I'm wrong, like, let me know. I think it's more for kids.
You better find out.
I'll find out. I should know this. But Alyssa, what do you think? Do you know people like who are adults and do 8 nights? Isn't it for kids?
I know who like the candle one once.
Assistant Alyssa. Yeah, you light the candle, but you're not like, here's a gift. Right. But gifts are important. Like, you know, get your lover something. And I think you should get him something sexy. I really do. People don't get enough sex toys for their partner. Sex life. You got to get him a night away, like a sexy night away. That was big. I don't care if you go to the Motel 6.
Hotel Tonight, the app, I always promote it.
Oh, is that a good one?
It's a good app. Get a good deal on a hotel.
Okay, well, that's
Not a
good to know.
sponsor. They should be.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. Okay, so let's read some emails. Because we love hearing from you. Feedback at sexwithemily.com. And thank you for including your name and where you're listening from and how you listen in your email. Hi, Emily. Me and my boyfriend have just become very open with discussing sex and potentially trying new things together. We have both said things we have done in the past, and I asked if he wanted to try anything new. He said no. He felt like he had tried everything he'd wanted to. How can I get him to see it would be different with a new partner? Thank you, Steph. Okay, Steph, awesome that you guys are opening up together, but I think that if you just ask him directly, like, he's probably hasn't thought about it. So here's the thing about sex questions. We're always telling people to, and I do believe that communication with your partner is the most important thing you can do. And he probably, when you said that, maybe he thought to himself, I'm good. Like, I don't want you to think that I want more from you and our sex life is great. Because men and women, we tend to not really communicate that directly about things. So the conversation, did not go where you wanted it to go. And he might be more open than you think, but he didn't know, what, what I'm saying, how confusing things can be. She's like, did you want, okay, so if we're dating, I'm like, honey, do you want to try anything new? Like, you could be like, yeah, I want to do this and this.
Yeah.
It could go both ways. I could be like, what, you don't think I'm doing enough in bed? So he just said, no, I'm cool. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's like, it's not that he probably doesn't care. He probably just didn't have anything on his mind to say. So I think that she has to approach it a different way and say what, I love our sex life. Is there anything that, you want to try? Here's what I'm thinking would be really fun, rather than just putting it on him.
Yeah. Because if it's a guy, it's probably something over the top that he doesn't want to share.
That's true too. That's why
it's like, I definitely want to try 2 other chicks with us. Foursome.
Yeah, threesome.
Fuck
Foursome.
a threesome.
Exactly. So I think that it's important too to keep expanding your sex life and trying new things. And instead of relying on him to just say something, you could just say it'd be so fun. Let's go shopping to a sex toy store together. Let's watch porn together. Let's talk about our fantasies. Do the bucket list. I love the bucket list. Have you ever done the bucket list? No,
the sexual bucket list?
You each write down 3 things you want to try. So then you can control it. He's not going to say I want to have a gangbang. Maybe as number 1. Mm-hmm. And you could write things that, I think it'd be really cool to try you up. Or if you gave me a blowjob every day when I came home from work. Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you guys can exchange that and together, And also, she also said, because the thing is that she said to him is that, is there anything that you, in the past, if you want anything new? And he's like, no, I'm cool. I've done enough. But, what about what she wants to try? So, she just needs to frame it in a different way. It's not about things that he doesn't want to do. It's about things that she wants to do. So obviously Steph has things that she wants to try. So her needs are important too. And that, that she needs to say let's talk about our sex life. This could be really fun. And again, it's all about tone, keeping it positive, keeping it light, and you don't have the conversation in the bedroom. And
so what you're basically saying is communication is lubrication.
It's true, Menace. Saying that for 10 freaking years, but it's so true because you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And the other mistake and I'm glad that Steph emailed, because I think that it doesn't always happen the first time. It's not like if you've never talked about sex and the first time you bring it up, it might not go your way. You might get shut down, and it's such a vulnerable thing to bring up that she might feel like, oh God, I'm not going to bring it up. No, he just didn't get what you were saying. Keep going, keep asking, keep probing, and then your sex life will expand, which is very, very important. Okay, oral sex.
All right.
I love this topic.
All about it.
I'm 25 and a new fan from Los Angeles. I've been listening to your show for a few months, and I love it. Keep it up. My question is this. I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for almost 2 years now. Sex is amazing. My only issue is that she's not into oral sex, giving or receiving. In the beginning, I thought it was something she would warm up to with time, but I don't think so. I've talked to her about it, and she says she said the idea of one's mouth in someone's private area is not something she finds attractive. I convinced her to let me go down on her once, but she was too uptight and nervous about it to let herself enjoy it. I tried everything to get her to relax, and I'm always doing everything possible to make her feel sexy and wanted. I feel like oral sex is something I want in my sex life, and I'm having difficulty picturing the rest of my life without it. I've talked to her about it, but is there any tips you can give me to help explain to her how important it is to get her to see it from my point of view? Communication and everything else in our relationship is great, but this causes me to rethink the relationship. Would it be stupid for me to break up over this? Thank you, Emily, Joe.
No, Joe, break up. It's just going to be a constant argument for the rest of your relationship.
No, he has to approach it in the right way. I do believe that if she's like, he tries everything and he's never going to get blowjobs for the rest of his life, you might want to end it. But we're not there yet. So I wouldn't call it, quits right now because everything else in the relationship is going well and things are great. And so she might just she's never experienced oral sex
I know,
before.
I'm just joking.
I know you are. But it might come to that. But I broke up with someone because that wasn't the only reason.
Really?
You've heard this story. The guy I dated was like, no, I'm just not into it. I'm like, not into you. But
See ya.
yeah, well, he's like, I'm just not into giving it. I'm like, and I give you the best blowjob of your life. Like, you're not in. Like, I can't convince you. Some guys just don't like tomatoes. Not gonna make them like tomatoes. So there's a lot of reasons why people like develop these blocks with oral sex, and she probably she thinks it's wrong, it's dirty, it's uncomfortable. She's never felt that before. And if this is what you build up in your mind, him trying a few times is not going to be the thing that's going to get her, to like it. So, or to even enjoy it, because she's very self-conscious. Like, women have all these, and a lot of, even in their 20s, are like, oh, does he want to do that? Does he want to be there? Was he into it? So, you do make her feel sexy and wanted, you said, which I like. And
Start with facials, baby steps.
just come all over her face and call it a day.
See what she says.
Right, maybe that's what she's into. You don't know until you try it. Sometimes a fantasy, just something like that just hits you over your head. You're like, oh my God, my whole life I've wanted facials.
Yeah, and maybe she's like into ear play, like other holes.
Ear play can feel really good. There's a lot of nerve endings in the ear. Would you sticking his penis in the ear?
No, sorry. I was just thinking about when I was doing a radio show in San Francisco. We got back from a nightclub, and this guy, he got this girl's phone number, and she wanted to come over and hook up with him, and he's like, this is gonna mess around, and he's like, can I stick it in your ear? And she's like, yeah, you can.
Oh my God.
People are so crazy.
People are crazy. They're like, whatever you want, babe. I'll be
Yeah,
over.
I'm
Oh my
down.
God. That's a good sext. I love that one. I'm going to try that. But what would I stick in someone's ear? Well, I have a lot of things to stick in an ear.
Yeah.
So this is how you have to, this is the thing though. This sexual satisfaction thing obviously is a two-way street, and he's not getting blowjobs either.
Yeah.
So she's uncomfortable all around. Like, there's a lot of work here. But I think what you need to start with is the oral sex on her first. And so, if he's like, just go down on me, she's gonna be like, yeah, he's like, blow me, baby. She's gonna be like, what are you even talking about? So I don't believe in ultimatums, but you have to let her know how much it would, turn on, to let her pleasure herself. Maybe you guys could start with the mutual masturbation. Do you know if she even masturbates? Do you know that she knows how to touch herself, what makes herself feel good? It just sounds like you guys need to kind of enhance the intimacy. And maybe what I would recommend, Joe, is you start with some massaging. Now, when people say oh, I don't have a table, I don't know. You don't need to be a professional masseuse to sit down. Use a massage candle, use massage oil, and just make her feel very comfortable and start caressing her body, turning her on, spending a lot of time on all those, our whole body is like an erogenous zone, basically. There's just her back and getting her comfortable. And then you can easily move down there and, start.
And all else fails, YSL, my friend.
What'd you say? YSL. See, that's kind of true.
Google it.
YSL?
Yeah.
Do you know there's this red YSL clutch I want so bad?
Oh, really?
It's like $1,500.
Oh, that's it?
It might be $2,200. Yeah. I'm not going to spend that on a purse. Or shoes. Maybe one day when, things happen in my life. No, I think I'd still feel bad. You could feed homeless people and stuff. Okay, so also, again, I don't believe in ultimatums, but you got to keep addressing it and just, again, bring it up once. It sounds like you got to break down some of these barriers, and if she had any trauma growing up, which we don't know about either, she might need therapy. Again, I'm just saying, I don't know how much they've talked about this. But again, if she's like, no, and you keep trying, you don't have to live without blowjobs. You don't.
No.
Right? Do you agree? Wouldn't you hate a world without blowjobs?
I mean, it depends on how much I like the girl and how
Do you
much
not
I
like
got along
blowjobs?
with her. I mean, I absolutely love blowjobs, but sometimes you're gonna have to look past that if you found somebody really, really cool.
Right, but sounds like overall, right.
it can't be just an end all be all. What about if this is an amazing person I love hanging out with and have so much fun, and they just don't do this one thing?
Right, he could just get a bunch of flashlights and different. There's so many different flashlights that he could get. Each one is like a different vagina.
If they're kind of okay person to hang out with all the time, and they're not the best person ever, and they don't give blowjobs, then you know
Right.
what? Time to contemplate.
It's true if they suck as a human all around. It's all communication, people. At the end of the day,
Not just
I could
all
just
sex,
say that. But the
there's
sex is important.
The sex is important.
And I worry about couples who say, you know what, we're just best friends and I don't need any more sex. It's fine. I have a friend who said that to me, and she's no longer with her husband. Just saying. She said to me years ago, she goes, I don't need any more sex. I've had enough sex. I was like, I'm kind of concerned here. Really? Are you sure? She's like, yeah, we don't need it. And no, they are no longer together. You can't just be friends. If you stop having sex in your relationship, and you live together and you're not having sex, even if you're married, you're roommates. You need the sex, the exchange of fluids, the whole thing. Blowjobs. Okay, how to be a sex goddess. Emily, I'm 27 years old and my boyfriend is 39. We've been together for about 3.5 years. We have a very exciting and exploratory sex life. He's a perfect combination of affectionate and dirty. I would say our only issue is my lack of initiation participation in the bedroom. I give him the credit for most of that. He says that he knows I'll let him do whatever he wants to me, but he wants me to do what I want to him, which is 100% understandable. I came out of a very unhealthy marriage wherein I was treated more like a fleshlight product than a human partner. This is where my crappy intimacy comes to play. I truly forget to kiss and be in the moment with him, even though all day long I think about it. He is a god inside, and he's a god inside and outside the bedroom. Any advice how to turn into that goddess for him? Taylor. Oh, Taylor, this is a really good question. I think a lot of women can relate to wanting to feel super sexy and take charge of the bedroom, but when it all comes down to it, it's kind of hard to get that going. So it sounds like you guys are in a really healthy relationship, satisfying, and a lot of women have a hard time being the initiator of the bedroom. In fact, we hear this from men a lot, that women
They
just
need to
don't-
be.
They need to be. Not every time.
Do it.
Not every time, but I think that, first of all, working through your past, I wonder if I'm not sure if you went right from your past relationship to your current relationship, because there might still be some issues there that you have to work out, but don't put so much pressure on yourself to all of a sudden become the ultimate goddess porn star right away. You can build up to the sex god status. So, try something new, try one thing new at a time, like let yourself get comfortable, like let yourself, figure out what makes you feel sexy. I mean, when you're like, do you masturbate? I hope that you do, because that's a great time for you to watch porn, come up with fantasies, envision yourself doing these things to him that you might want to try. And it's a great way to get ideas too. Watching porn, reading books, listening to erotica, and figure out like, wow, that would really be hot. And then you just try it. And yes, the first time you try something new, even initiating, you're going to have these, just like think about anytime you try something new, you'll be thinking, is this weird? This is awkward. But he's going to respond. He's told you this is what he wanted, and you'll probably positively reinforced, and you'll keep going. But it's really good to push ourselves in this way. And it's people, we just spend our lives so many times trying to avoid things that scare us, and when it's actually how we grow. So it could be like sexy lingerie. Maybe there's something that you like to wear in the house that like you look in the mirror and you're like, I feel super hot in this. Make a list, like think about these things. And then like plan a seduction with him. Send him a text early in the day or something, say like tonight, and then you're already locked in. What if she says to him like, tonight, I'm gonna, wait till you get home, and I'm gonna be waiting here for you in this sexy thing I bought, whatever it is. And then you're in, you set it, he gets home, there's the anticipation building, and then all you have to do then is just like being your thing, whatever you said you were going to do. Maybe you're in the bath, I don't know, and then you start the sex. That's a great way to do it. Write it out. He comes home, and then just keep thinking about these thoughts. It's so true that whatever we think becomes our reality. So the more that you start thinking about sex, masturbating, watching, reading, looking, whatever does it to you, it'll be in your mind and you'll start to get these ideas. But right now it's just overwhelming to you because you want to be successful at it. And you just got to start doing your research. And it's fun.
Do you notice like 90% of the feedback we always get is, that we always give, it's you have to talk to your partner?
Yes, that's why.
It's funny how like people are brave enough to email the show, ask like this very personal question,
but they won't talk to their partner about it.
But they won't talk to. I know it's a safe zone here on the Sex Dummy Show.
We are in a safe place.
It's a safe place, and you should continue sending those emails. But also, you got to think to yourself when you're listening to the show, like, don't be afraid to talk to your partner. Just somebody that you love, right, or somebody that you're with constantly. And what's the worst that's going to happen?
Right. I think we all have this really deep fear of being unlovable and being rejected. And that's why I think so many people, when it comes down to this very, very vulnerable place of asking for what we want, or, pleasing our partner, or being like sexually really open, we're so afraid of being shot down. And we have that fear when we're walking in our, in work, in life, where we go. I think that's what holds people back. So yeah, and it's true. It is. If you're listening to this right now and there's something that you're like, God, I really want to talk to my partner about it, I'm just going to tell you to do it tonight. Just do it. Just like do it. There's no, obviously not in an angry way. The tone matters, but just like try to say something new over the holidays to your partner. That's like loving in a loving way, but that you want to try. Expand your sex life this year. at the end of the year. You have 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left.
Do it.
But you're right. I always find that interesting where I'm like, people are like, it's been 20 years and I still don't know if she's ever had an orgasm. We're like, really? Interesting.
You could have just asked her.
You could have asked her, but you could ask me. And I'm going to tell you I don't know because I haven't met her.
You'd be like, and she said no. You go, well, how can we fix that?
Right. We have a
we
lot
do?
of people, Menace, though. We do. And I'm glad that we, provide this service. So that's what we got time for. Oh, we do have one more.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
bonus.
because Madison says so.
All right. She's
It's
a
about
stickler.
grooming. It's about grooming, which has
Yeah.
always been one of my favorite subjects.
Grooming downstairs?
Yeah.
Guy or girl?
Girl.
It's from a girl. Dear Emily, I love your work. Thank you. I listen to your show, my podcast app. I'm 48 years old, separated 8 years, and dating a new man. My husband was my very first and only boyfriend who I met when I was 15, so the man I'm dating is the second man I've ever slept with. I make time to see him at his place once a week, occasionally twice a week. My question is, how do men feel about pubic area stubble? This is interesting. Not hair, but stubble. I love being very well groomed, rarely get red bumps, but if I'm seeing my man on Friday and Saturday, repetitive shaving in such a small time frame causes irritation. Can I go a visit without shaving? Obviously, we are having sex each time we're together. Our relationship is still in that phase. Yeah. And I hope it remains there. Kelly, I hope so too. It will remain there if you want to do. Public, yeah. So what do you think about...
Whoa.
I just went through puberty.
Yeah.
What do you think about stubble? Pubic area stubble.
Let me tell you how many F's guys give. 0.
You just would rather
Like, they don't care. The only thing they do care about is, like, if you're extremely hairy down there.
Right.
That is it.
But
like,
the
if you have
stubble-
stubble, hey, it might suck, but you know what? A guy's still going to have sex with you. I'm sorry. They're not thinking about it. They're not thinking, like, ooh, she has a lot of stubble down there. No guy's thinking that.
Right.
I'm sorry. End of story.
They're not thinking that, but if he goes down on her, it could give him some... just like, girl,
He's still going to do it.
He's still going to do it. But here's the thing, Kelly, there's so many solutions to this now with like modern day like hair removal. I just want to say that, like, first of all, he's probably not irritated by your stubble at all. I'm sure it's totally fine. But if you know, and you're secure with it, it's fine. And there's so many ways to get rid of these bumps. So here's the thing. Use a new razor, exfoliate first, and don't go over the same area twice if you missed a spot. Go with the hair growth the second time around. You can also use aloe vera or tend skin, which gets rid of the bumps. That's very important. Waxing. You can do a waxing at-home kit, which lasts 5 weeks.
Be careful with that. You can burn
No,
yourself.
I did it like in high school. And now
I know,
they're so
but
much better now.
I
You
saw it on the
burn-
Kardashians. They burnt themselves.
Yeah, because the cameras were rolling and they probably forgot that the wax was on. Who knows? They're probably like checking their makeup in the mirror, and then she had stuff on her vag, and then she ripped it off. You know.
Oh, why is women always cutting down other women? I
I'm
don't
just
get it.
saying the Kardashians are not a reason to
You
not
guys
wax.
are so catty. It's ridiculous.
And so that's another way that's so easy. You just go to the store and you buy it, and experiment with some of these things. Waxing kits, and then it's what else here? I think if you
yeah,
why is
but
there foreplay
if you
stuff in
if
there?
you
yeah.
but if you miss like a day or 2 or 3, like a guy just is not gonna care.
I don't think
but
they're like you're awfully stubble.
if
You
he-
got the 3 o'clock
But
stubble.
if he goes down there and it's the effing rainforest, then he's gonna be like, whoa. I mean, he's still gonna have sex with you
No,
regardless.
exactly.
But he's gonna be like, then he will be thinking in his head like, oh wow, I hope they don't see that again.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. No, I know. I think you're fine, but I think
It's
it's
not
sweet
the
that you care.
70s, guys.
Right. And I think that most women do remove a lot of their hair right now.
It's
So
good, but I know there's like some movement out there. I'm like, hey,
the bush, they're going to bring the bush back?
yeah, like, hey, go for it, but I'm not gonna have sex with you.
That's
you know?
why I only removed laser hair removal, the sides, because I was like, what if I want to grow the bush
Yeah,
back? So I
what
don't
about
have
if
it
it
all
comes
gone.
back?
If the bush came back and I couldn't grow hair, what would I do? I would be.
I know you'd be so out of style.
I know, exactly. So now
That's
I'm all
never
good
gonna
down
happen.
there.
Get a
Don't worry.
merkin.
No, I'm super fashionable. I could get a merkin.
Very popular.
I had a friend text me recently. You know, I get texts all the time from just friends, like random. She's like,
All day long.
where can I get a merkin in San Francisco? I was like,
Explain a merkin.
A merkin is it's like a wig for your pubic area.
Really?
Yeah. It's like if you,
A lot of celebs use them like when they're doing nude scenes.
Yep.
Like Kristen Wiig was just named Mr. Skins, like one of the top 10 celebrity nude scenes, and she wore a merkin for it to like hide her actual lady bits.
Should have just got vajazzled. Is that what it's called?
oh my God, vajazzled.
Remember?
Yeah.
Bring that back.
The vajazzling when you get like little rhinestones in your vagina
Yeah.
in your pubic hair. Yeah, there's so much you can do. But Kelly, I like that they're having great sex, and hope it lasts, and don't worry about the stubble.
Yeah,
We're all good.
don't worry.
Okay, love you, Menace. Good time, good
You
show.
too.
Thank you, Madison. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, everybody, for being you. And
Don't forget, wherever you're listening to this show, rate it, review it. I mean, if you want to give it 5 stars, that'd be great. If you think it's
iTunes,
1 star, Emily's going to cry, but if that's how you feel, go ahead.
yeah,
You know?
I'm cool with that. Or you know what? And if
And
you
then-
have a problem, send us feedback, too.
And then always, if you email the show, how do you listen on iTunes, sexwithemily.com, or any other place, Podcast One, whatever you listen to it, let us know. Fake name if you want a fake name or real name.
You can fake it with us.
Yeah,
It's the only
but
place
let
it's
us know
safe
where
to
you're
fake
listening from. It's so cool. Like, we get from all over the world. It's so awesome.
Australians. We've got so many Australians this year. That was a big part of 2015.
That's
a lot of new
great.
Australian audience. Yep, we love you. Hello, down under, all you peoples. We love you. And that's true. Yeah, rate us. What else do you want to do? We want you to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's all at Sex with Emily. Facebook.com/Sex with Emily. We do good things in there. We're not like doing too much.
Yeah, you have like this whole like team now.
I know.
and-
I freaking love my team. So it's awesome.
Yeah,
We give you really
blogs
good information.
happening.
Really good information to improve your sex life. So support us and follow us and message us and
all that.
don't cheat on us though. Please
Ooh.
don't cheat on us. And
What
don't
else
cheat on your
is
partner.
out there? I don't even know.
Nothing. We're actually the only people talking about sex on the planet, which is so cool. I cornered the market. I know, it's really cool. It feels really good about that. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. And thank you, everyone. I love you all. Thanks for listening. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. But there's one more thing I have to tell you. Emily and Tony, Down Under Comfort, is a great time. Is a great time of year to make sure that you don't have anything sweaty, your balls, your breast, your back, anything like that. It is comfortable, keeps your intimate areas dry, comfortable, fresh, clean, and ready for action anytime. If you use baby powder, talcum powder anywhere in your body, throw it away and buy some Down Under Comfort because you can use it anywhere in your body. It prevents sweat stains and chafing and that not so fresh feeling, which I know y'all have. So, we all have that sometimes. So check it out. Go to emilyandtony.com. Use code Emily for 20% off your first order. And also, speaking of sex and intimate areas, let's talk about your penis for a minute. Promescent wants to help you have the best sex ever and last as long as you want because a lot of people just don't last as long as they want to in the bedroom. There is an orgasm gap. Women take between 20 to 40 minutes to orgasm, 20 to 40 minutes, and men sometimes like 6 to 8 minutes. Or maybe you just last a minute. Premature ejaculation. In fact, Promescent is the only treatment for premature ejaculation. And it's a quickly absorbing delay spray. You just use it once, you wait a few minutes, you have sex, it's fine. It will double the amount of time you last in bed. So check out Promescent. That's promescent.com. Promescent. Thanks for listening.